Alrighty, guys. Today is June 13th, 2024, and we are back once again with another tropical weather outlook video. As I said when I started this video, it is June 13th, 2024. Current time is 6:24 at the time of recording this. And we still have our 3 areas of interest that we're watching. But you'll notice, the last time we recorded a video, this was yellow. And now it has been upped in intensity to orange. So we'll go through all of that here in a few minutes. So first, let's start with Invest 90L. If you also remember yesterday, this had a 0% chance in the next 2 days. This has now been increased up to 20% chance. So 2-day, 20% chance, and 7-day, 20% chance. Overall, its chances are low still, but let's go in and read the discussion. So this is offshore of the southeastern U.S. This is Invest 90L. An elongated area of low pressure offshore the southeastern U.S. coast is producing a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Despite strong upper-level winds, some gradual development is possible while the system moves northeastward offshore the southeastern U.S. coast during the next day or so. Regardless of development, heavy rainfall is forecast to continue across portions of the Florida Peninsula through late this week. For more information, see products issued by the Weather Prediction Center and local National Weather Service forecast offices. The formation chance through 48 hours is low, 20%. The formation chance through 7 days is low, 20%. So nothing much has changed there. Now let's go over to our system in the Eastern Pacific. We'll touch on our system in the Gulf here in a few. We'll touch on this one last, since this is the most pressing one. So, in 2 days, this has a 10% chance of forming, and in 7 days, this has a 20% chance. Overall, just like 90L over in the Atlantic, this has a low chance of forming. So let's read what they have to say in this discussion. So, offshore is southern Mexico and Central America. Satellite imagery indicates that a broad area of low pressure has formed a few hundred miles southwest of Acapulco, Mexico. Some additional slow development is possible this weekend and early next week, while the system moves slowly east-southeastwards. Then formation chance through 48 hours is low, 10%, and the formation chance through 7 days is also low, 20%. So overall, those two systems, 90L and then this system in the Eastern Pacific, don't really seem that they're going to do anything. If anything, 90L will be a 6-hour tropical depression at most. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at satellite here. I want the Atlantic Basin. Let's turn on. So you can't really see the spin that you'd expect a tropical system to have here. We have a bunch of convection over on this side of it, but there isn't much of anything else that I'm indicating. Got some showers and thunderstorms down in these areas, but really not much that would signal to me that this is becoming a tropical system. Take a look at the long-wave infrared, and it's the same thing. We're not really seeing that well-defined spin that you'd want to see from a tropical system. Alright, now for the meat of this video. our system over here. 2 days, this has a 0% chance of forming, and in the next week, it has a 40% chance of forming. Overall, its chances are medium. No, excuse me. This is the first medium chance that we've had of this entire tropical season so far. So let's go into the discussion here on the system. Southwestern Gulf of Mexico. A broad area of low pressure is forecast to form over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico late this week or early next week. Environmental conditions appear conducive for gradual I apologize. For gradual development of the system, and a tropical depression could form during the early or middle part of next week, while it moves slowly westward or west-northwestward. Formation chance through 48 hours is low, near 0%, and the formation chance through 7 days is medium, 40%. This has upticked significantly over the last 24 hours. The last video we recorded, I'm pretty sure it had a 0.20. Now they've upped it to 0.40. So that is very significant. Now, as we always do, let's take a look at the forecast models. We want to change the region to North Atlantic. And let's see. So there's our system right there that we're currently watching in the Gulf. Forms by Wednesday. Forms by a couple days. Forms on less than a week. Words are hard. Is the full model out yet? No, it isn't. Doesn't really do much, though. It looks like it makes landfall around the Syud Victoria, just south of Matamoros. I hope I said that right. Looks like that area is where this thing looks to make landfall, if it does even form. Then, at the end of this model, at the end of the current run that we have right now, we have I don't even know where this thing comes from. I think it's associated with a tropical wave, maybe. But we have that entering the Gulf here. I believe that's that Wednesday. That could be an issue. If you remember back in the 2020 season, I think it was, I can't remember the hurricane, but it was the one that preceded Hurricane Laura back in August of 2020. That actually cleared out all the shear in that general area, allowing Laura to rapidly intensify into a Category 4. That could happen again with this current system. If it happens, we are about 204 hours out here with this model run, so things could change. So take this all with a grain of salt. But if this does end up happening, we could have a Laura situation on our hands here, where the current system that the National Hurricane Center has marked takes out all the shear in the area, allowing for this new system to come in and take advantage of the very, very warm Gulf of Mexico waters and the low shear environment, and it could potentially cause some trouble. As always, I'll be here updating you guys while I'm not working or doing anything like that, keeping you guys up to date with the latest information on these tropical systems. especially as we get closer and closer to the peak of hurricane season. This is expected to be a very active season. But until then, guys, I'll have a new video out by probably 9 p.m. Eastern. Give or take a few hours. But until then, guys,